Good morning, guys. Automotive Inc. Today we are going over Kia stuff. One of the things that comes up quite a bit is power liftgate, smart liftgate. What's the difference? Well, if you have the power liftgate from Kia or Hyundai, which Hyundai and Kia are sister companies, so a lot of this will cross over and a lot of the setup will be the same. We can go over on this also on the Tucson, but today we're dealing with the 2023 Kia Sorento. This is the EX X-line, and it does have the smart power liftgate. Now, what does that mean? Now, this will automatically open. So if you've seen older commercials or out there where people like stand on one foot and kick it into the bumper and everything, your liftgate will open. Well, Kia does a little bit better in regards to not having to stand on one foot. I've never understood that. I don't like that, having to lose, especially if it's icy or whatnot. This one is just be within proximity for about 3 or 4 seconds and the gate will open. So first things first, if you have it on your window sticker where it says Power Smart Liftgate, let's get in the vehicle and show you how to set it up. All right, once inside, guys, we're going to have to start the vehicle. Now, the more sophisticated your Kia is, if you have memory settings, everything like that, you will get to the point where you can set this up per user. But a lot of these features, once you set them up, you'll be good to go. First things first, we're going to go over here to Setup, hit Setup. It takes a second after it boots up because it's trying to pull everything down from the world cloud or whatever the heck. You're going to go into Vehicle. And then we're going to go all the way down here to where it says Doors. Now, cool thing about this is you do have the ability to change a lot of things in here. So we're going to scroll up. So I already have Power Liftgate, but this is initially going to be off. And right there, this kind of cool, it puts a little tutorial there for you. The Power Liftgate button can be used to automatically open and close the liftgate. So we're going to actuate that. So all of these other ones are dark until we turn this on. Now, you can go into liftgate opening speed, and you can set it to normal speed or fast. I like it to go fast. That way, if it's raining and stuff outside, we're good to go. When you're in this screen, if you don't want to change anything, you just hit the back. All right, so we go back here to Power Liftgate. Now, this is something that'll help people that are shorter, or if you have an older garage that is lower to the ground. You can see these defined settings, so I always go fully open. We have tall garage doors. Or you can go down here to level 1, 2, or 3. And then down here, you can also do a user height setting. So if there is just a sweet spot that you like and everybody in your family likes, you can actually hold the door there, and I will show you here in a second on the close button where it'll actually program that special height. Again, I always go to full open. So we're going to go back here now. And then now that we got here the smart liftgate feature, this is where you're going to need to turn this on too, because this can be off. And what that means is you're going to have to use your key fob or the actual rubber button on the actual door and or the one on the dash. I'll show you that here in a second. Now, just because this is turned on doesn't mean you can't still use all those other great features to open it and shut it. This just gives you that extra pizzazz. Once you're done here, you're done. You can go back to the home screen and everything we've set up, the power liftgate again, and you can just forget all of those extra height settings, and that way you can kind of see where you like it, and you can program with the button. I'll show you that here in a second. Once we get on that, we'll go ahead and shut the car off. We'll head out back. Now, one thing's for sure, down here, a lot of people forget it. There is your in-car hold to open button, okay? And that button, if you push and hold it again once it's open, will also close the door. All right, so now that we're near the door, we're going to walk up to that door. You're going to hear it beeping. So you can hear it beeping right now. This means that is the key is in your pocket. You're within proximity from the actual vehicle, okay? So up here are your buttons to manually do it, but this is the button that's also saying you're going to push and hold. So you can manipulate that to whatever height you want, push and hold that for 3 seconds, and that programs your height. Keeping in mind that, guys, as a taller guy, if you set it there and your husband's a lot you might want to let him know that that's going to be substantially lower, just because that could hurt. Now, keeping also in mind, you do have the feature to shut the gate on your key fob. There's a button you push and hold that. So if you feel like you need to leave that high, just in case there will be taller people getting in and out and don't want to wonk their heads, you can do it that way. All right. Now, cool thing is it's a definitive beeping sound. So if you walk by it 3 times in the garage, guys, it's not going to just automatically open. All right. If you walk away from the car and you hear it beeping, you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to automatically open. It needs to beep 3 times. It'll stop beeping. You'll hear it click. It'll come up, and that's it. All right. Now, the smart gate will not close on its own. You do have to push the button on the fob, or push the button on that. One thing that's cool is, and let's check this out. If you push and hold this button, it'll actually shut it and lock the actual car itself. So if you're getting your reusable shopping bags or something to go into the store, you don't have to worry about separately having to walk back to the door and lock it. So if you push that, it'll shut it and lock it at the same time. Now that doesn't negate you from using the little rubber pad. On the key, it's right underneath here. You can push this, it will open it. And these do have an anti-bump. So meaning if you were to actually bump that in your pocket and you have a garage door shut, it will bump that, come right back down, shut, lock it, so you don't have to worry about that ever coming open or anything like that. Now additionally to that, it also has an anti-pinch feature. So if it's coming down and it feels something, it automatically goes back up. Now in the past, those would still come down with some mighty good force. Now they actually don't hurt when they do come down. So that is the walkthrough of the Power Smart Liftgate from Kia and Hyundai. It's a wonderful feature, and that way they made the actual way you open it from without accessing your key. It's really good. Again, you only have to have the smart key within the proximity of 3 feet of the bumper. And again, we have our little push and hold button there to do that. So again, you don't have to remove that to have this feature. But if you are wondering if you have it, go through the setup screen, head over to the door setting, and scroll down to the bottom and see if you have the power liftgate. Don't forget though, if you turn on the power liftgate, you still have to turn on the Power Smart Liftgate feature. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Smash the subscribe button, give me a like, and we'll see you on the next one.